Let's look at part 5 of the question. You are told that, part 5, you're told that the marks and sources are sold in set of 2 randomly chosen marks. So mark 1, mark 2, and after which you have 2 sources. So I'm just going to be M1, M2, and S1 and S2. Okay. The probability that a set of contains, this is one set, at most 140 item is 0.97. So probability of at most 140 item is 0.97. You're told to actually find that the probability that a set contains find an equation satisfied by P. Okay, let's look at that. Now, this is actually a tree diagram. If you think about it, M1, M2, M1 here, mark number 1, it can be 40 or not 40, 40 or not 40. Of course, 40 is 8%. This would be 92%, right? This is 0.08. This is M2. Okay, then you move on to the subsequent one, which is this is like a massive tree diagram here. So you have got S1, S2. This will be P. 40 will be P, and not 40 will be 1 minus P, and so on. Okay, so just bear in mind. At most 140 item, meaning to say this will be no 40 item plus probability of 140 item. Okay, is 0.97. Then we try and break it down. No 40 item is pretty okay. No 40 item meaning to say you have 0.92. So for the 2 marks is 0.92 times 0.92. Alright. Because no 40 is 0.92, 92% of the time. And afterwards, for the 2, S1 and S2 will just be 1 minus P, 1 minus P. Okay, that is the no 40 item. For 140 item, it's gonna be a bit challenging to see this, but I'm gonna try and explain this part here. For 140 item, you could either have the mark as 40 and or 140 mark. So this will be a probability of 140 mark plus 0 40 saucer. Okay, plus probability of 0 40 mark plus 140 saucer. Okay, this part here I think is pretty okay. Then this is 0.97. It's such a long thing. Okay, so what this case 0.92 square will be 0.8464. This will be 1 minus P square, and this is 0.97. Now 140 mark would 140 mark you could actually have 0.08 times 0.92, but because the mark 1 and mark 2 could swap in position, so it's times 2 factorial. 0.40 saucer will be 1 minus P square. For 0.40 mark will be 0.92 square. Similarly, for 140 saucer, it will be P times 1 minus P, and you multiply 2 factorial, because same thing, the 40 and non-40 could swap, but you only need to swap among the saucer, not among the 40 marks. Okay, so that's how we do this part here. So what I do is actually these two are the same thing, so I'm just going to merge them. 0.92 square plus 0.08 times 0.92 times 2, which is actually just 0.97 equals to 0.9936. 1 minus P square. The one behind would be 0.92 square times 2, which is actually 1.6928 P, 1 minus P. Okay, so that is how you do this question here. It's a bit confusing, yeah, but once you've done it, it's pretty okay.